Nice motor. Nice motor. So should we go and make a record?
And there was this one on the way. I'm thinking of linking my life with you. Thinking of linking our love so true. Thinking of linking can only be done by two. Yeah. It was about one of the first ones. There was a commercial on the cinema for Link Furniture called Thinking of Linking. We were in the pictures. Good intro. Good intro. Well, I've been thinking of linking my love so true. Thinking of linking my life with you. Thinking of linking can only be done by two. There's no second verse. Yeah, thank you. Cool, man. Well, couldn't we do Blue Moon of Kentucky? Well, Blue Moon. No. Yeah, we've got the chorus. What's the old man? Yeah, right. Well, just a short version. Blue moon, keep shining bright. Blue moon, keep on shining bright. My baby back tonight, blue moon, shining bright. I said, blue moon of Kentucky, keep on shining. Shine on the one that's gonna let me blue. Well, blue moon of Kentucky, just keep on shining. Shine on the one that's gonna let me blue. But it was on that right night when the stars shine bright. Wind blowing high, my love said goodbye. Blue moon of Kentucky, just keep on shining. Shine on the one that's gonna let me blue. Shine on the one that's gonna let me blue. Shine on the one that's gonna let me blue. You got me, baby.
write a lot of songs then?
I wrote a couple.
What?
I Will.
I Will.
I Will, you know, I love you, that one. And Oblida Oblida.
Oh, yeah.
Surprising things to write out there. I remember going down to... Remember going down to a film show at the Village?
What was that?
Did you write anything, George?
Obviously not.
Did you write anything when you were
I wrote Sound Sea. I wrote a number of songs which I've never recorded to this day. I wrote one called Dehradun.
Why don't you play it for us?
I don't know if I know it. Dehradun, no. Dehradun, 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 Many roads can take you there, many different ways. One direction takes you years, another takes you days. So now I don't remember.
Ain't she sweet? I asked you very confidentially. Ain't she sweet? Last night in her direction, on me your mind. Ain't that perfection? For you know I repeat. Don't you think she's kinda sweet? Now I asked you very confidentially. Ain't she sweet? Ain't she sweet? Ain't she sweet?
There we go. Well, this has really been a really nice day for me, chaps. So
It's been a pleasure for me too. Yeah.
Cool, we're going to have to see you for the next 40 years.
Yeah. Well, that should end the series. You could end on this note then. I think it was Candlestick Park.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. It was.
This is Candlestick Park.
This is Candlestick Park. No, it's been a very nice day. Thanks for having us, George. Thank you.
Been really beautiful and moving. I like hanging out with you guys.
Little churchy face.
At the beginning, when I joined, Paul was the only one who'd sleep with me.
Well, there was actually a little bit of a thing to that.
I was never very prejudiced.
No, I thought that
What
was
was
the
it?
best move, really, because when you joined and you were like the new fella and nobody, and I thought, well, if I hang out with you, then they'll all be like, you know. So I thought it'd be good to, you know.
Put Paul with him.
Yeah, because then it would
be all right then.
Yeah, it
So
would,
anyway,
because
and
then
then
it
it changed.
would be
It would be with anybody. I mean,
Yeah.
for a while, John and I, we just sort of, went on for different.
And actually, I
cause.
enjoyed it a lot because, it wasn't the kind of thing you'd done much. I mean, as kids, we hitchhiked. So, like, me and George got down to Harlock and you'd sort of sleep in the same bed, and just because, it's like a bed B&B kind of thing. Well, I hadn't really done much of that being away from home when we started.
I haven't done any of it because I'm an only child.
And Butlins, almost. Yeah.
Yeah, but I still slept on there.
So it was kind of good, and so it was great. You sort of staying in a room with a friend and that, and seeing his habits. I mean, you stayed up late, didn't you? You couldn't sleep.
Yeah.
So he'd have to have the light on. So it'd be like,
That's frightened of the dark.
it was, poor man. So you'd have to, he'd have the light over there and you'd have to sleep this way, and you couldn't ask him to turn up. Yeah, it was good though, you get to know each other a bit.
You know, my hair, I'm still trying to make it go back like
I've
a
got
rock
some
and
moves
roll
you can
hair.
use.
But really, naturally, it just goes forward. And we used to use that Vaseline, like really thick Vaseline, and just go back like that. And I remember once we went to the swimming baths in Hamburg, and I remember walking back down towards the Reeperbahn, and it dried, and it was all like that. And then by the evening, we saw our friends who was all having yoga and acid. And I remember them saying, "Oh no, don't do that. Leave it like it is. It's really good." And it was kind of like that. And everybody around that time was starting to just, because of their influence, if they'd have said, no, it's naff, we would have probably changed it. But because they liked it, then we liked it.
We didn't really go with it in a major way. We still...
When it got into a permanent...
Well, I remember when John and I went to... He had his 21st, and he got 100 quid off his uncle who was a dentist in Edinburgh. High, very, very elevated stuff that we'd never known the likes of, like anyone who had a relative as a dentist. Anybody who had 100 quid. Or 100 quid. Well, to this day I say no one's ever given me 100 quid on my birthday. 100 smackers. Whoa! That was, and then obviously you can imagine it was just
Only I'd have known last Saturday.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, 100 times. Next time. But
I don't even have it.
But John got this 100 quid, so he said, what should we do? We were hanging out. So we decided to go to Spain, spend this 100 quid. We got as far as Paris. We hitchhiked, got as far as Paris, and decided, no, we'll maybe go to Spain, maybe later in the week, because we kept liking Paris. Anyway, we bumped into Jürgen. It was our friend from Astrid and Jürgen and Klaus. Bumped into Jürgen and said, your hair's nice, could you do ours like that? So he said, are you sure you want this? No, maybe. No, yeah, go on, we're on holiday, Paris, go on, and all that. And so he did it, and we arrived back in Liverpool with this me and John with this sort of funny hair forward, like you were saying. And everyone was a bit dubious about it, but it just fell into the thing then. And we sort of kept it forward. And you brushed yours forward. Ringo always had a big grey shock under there from when he was a kid.
Well, he had to have his push done to join the band then.
And he had
It's the only way I could join.
And it was like, what's his name?
But it was cool, because when it came forward, you didn't see his grey bit.
He had a beard too.
Beard's
Take
got
off
to
the
go.
beard, keep the
Bloody
sideburns,
rich.
put your hair down.
We want to see these faces.
Yeah, we've got a look
See your
going
fucking
here.
face, man. Not
I
these
looked about,
beards. We don't want beards.
Like this, actually, just before I joined you guys.
That's right, yeah, only with a suit.
We actually saw a London band in Hamburg. And one of these London bands had this boot with a big point, it had like a chisely pointy toe and a Cuban heel, and we thought, they're good. Where did you get those? And he said, it's in London. It was called Anello and David's, and we went to Anello and David's and bought those boots. And then later we thought, hey, they make them. We'll get our own made.
It was a
And
ballet
so
shop,
the one
wasn't
that became the Beatle boot was like ones we had made, but the original one, remember it had that elastic down the side and
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a ballet shop, wasn't it? Anello and David was ballet, made ballet stuff and tutus and shoes. It's where all the little girls went. So we
Yes,
were getting our Beatle boots made, and the
Getting our
little
tutus
ladies
made.
with their children, No, you had the tutu. I never had one of them. I just said, well, it was Ringo had his feet bandaged, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You had to go into those little ballet shoes.
so we had a made, and then later we had we started realizing you could get whatever you wanted. So because at first they were all the same. Then we could have, like when we made the films, we'd get, I got a cord suit. What boots would go? I'll get cord boots. Just give them the same fabric and make them. And then we had like ankle ones, calf ones, knee high, all kinds of ones.
Cost 75 quid my first car.
Off Johnny Hutch.
That was a good car.
Was it off Johnny Hutch?
Off Johnny
Now,
Hutch.
what colour was it?
Red and white. Hand painted.
Yeah.
Painted by hand. And you had a green Anglia. Blue.
That was much later though.
Yeah. I took you to get that car.
Did you?
Yeah, I took you
To Warrington?
Yeah. And as we were coming home, you may not remember,
Yeah.
you were speeding and I was speeding, and we were both close to each other, and you overtook this car in front, and I got right up to this car, and I was ready to overtake him. Just as I got right up his arse, a dog ran out in front of him, so he slammed on his brakes. I smashed right into him, broke the fuck out of my car, but was lucky it was by a garage, because I drove it, we pushed it into the garage, because I had no license or insurance.
Did I stop or did I keep
Oh,
going?
you just kept going.
I didn't see what happened.
You just didn't put it down.
Even to this day, I never knew about that.
Yeah.
So did you ever?
It was the bad leg.
Did you ever meet Elvis again?
I felt I'd met him several times.
You felt him?
Yeah.
Well, no one really didn't stand up.
How do you mean you felt him?
We remember
I
it
have
well.
some memories that I met him several times.
But
Maybe it was just the one night.
It was just such a long night.
to him.
It's called flashbacks, I think. Yeah.
Did you meet him again?
No, I met him just once. You met him.
I met him in Madison Square Garden. when he was just, I suppose, a couple of years before the end. It's sad, really.
Rhinestone Cowboy.
Because it was like he had all them squawking girl singers and trumpet players and all that stuff, but he had a great rhythm section, James Burton and
Sure.
all that gang. And I just wanted to say to him, just get your jeans on and get your guitar and just do that. So
Bit of tape.
I went to see him in Vegas.
and bugger all that other crap.
In the
all this thing
70s,
about
after the
Oh, you saw him in Vegas?
yeah.
I only met him that once, that night.
He was, when I saw him, I was like a hippie and I had all this denim on and I had long hair and stuff down to here. It was in the early 70s and I went backstage to meet him and those big dressing rooms, like miles of toilets and stuff. And so I was sitting there talking to the guys again, and he was nowhere to be seen. Then finally he came round the corner and he had that big white outfit with all the gold things and big belt buckle like this. And he looked like Ringo. He was all, his beard was varnished. All his hair was black and he was all tanned and stuff. And he seemed like, I thought I was meeting Vishnu or, Krishna or somebody. It was just like, wow. And I just felt like this little snotty, grubby little, Elvis, how are you? And he was like, hey. just this big white thing. And I just wanted to say, why don't you just go and do That's All Right, Mama, and, and forget all those chick singers, I did it my way. It was sad, but he did a couple of good tunes.
Yeah. But did you ever meet him again?
Not after that day, but he was great when he was great.